coming to you from my front porch with the very first outside video of 2023. It's mid-March and I thought that I would take this opportunity to just walk around the yard and to show you exactly what it looks like today. I have not done a lick of anything since last year, so we'll see what it's looking like. And also it's going to serve as a little to-do list because I'm going to talk about, as I go around here, all the things that I want to do to get cracking and get this garden in order for this coming season. So I'm so excited. So you'll notice that right behind me there, I have a really pretty, it's just like a little willow vine cross with some flowers that my boys gave me years ago, and it usually is inside, but this year I decided not to put a wreath on the front door because, as you remember from last year, we have robins that like to nest on the front door, and although it's cute and awesome, when they are sitting on their eggs, you can't sit out here on the porch, so it limits the time that we can sit on our porch and use our porch, because you don't want the mother to be off of her eggs, because then they won't incubate properly and they won't hatch. So in order to avoid that whole thing, we're just not going to put a wreath up here in the springtime. I'll wait until the summertime, until after it's done with nesting season. But I thought that this would be a nice little front door decoration instead of a wreath. So that's why we have that there. But I'm going to turn you around and we'll just take a look at things. All right, so we have our current front porch furniture, which I think we may replace this year, because we do like to really lounge out here quite a bit. And so I'm thinking I might like to get a sofa with a coffee table down at that end, a nice lounge chair here, and then I'll just spin you around slowly. On this end, I have a love seat, but it's just a little bit too small to like really stretch out on and take a nap. So I thought I would also get another couch here and another coffee table. So I think I'm going to be in the market for 2 couches, 2 coffee tables, and a nice big comfy club chair. But gosh, everything is just so dirty. I cannot wait to get a hose up here and just hose down the flooring and the banister and the furniture, because I certainly will use this until I get something new. But speaking of the flooring, you might be able to see here, this is wood, and it is the paint is starting to peel a little bit. So I'm thinking I might invest in like a sander this year and sand these and stain these like a dark gray. So that's my thought. So that's something I'm going to put on my list as projects for 2023. So, but until then, a good hosing, it certainly would be in order. And looking down here, you'll see that I've got 4 great spots. 1, 2, 3, 4 great spots for some pots. I am going to look for some nice concrete pots. I have not decided if I want pots or urns, but I do want 4 things here that I can plant up seasonally and also have, maybe some pine and twigs in over the winter time and some berries and stuff like that. So it'll be really nice. Maybe some lights at Christmas. It'll be really great. So got to shop for pots/urns. Then over here, boy, it's noisy today with traffic and also the planes, because we do live by a small private airport and people are out flying today. So, it's a little bit noisy. I apologize for that. But this fountain here, I'm going to move around to the back and make room for my new fountain, which I'm going to place right there on that piece of concrete. I'm probably going to have the rest of this concrete removed and do some sort of a stepping stone type of a thing around. But my nice big fountain has been ordered and it's going to arrive in May, and that's where that's going to go. But you can see that, oh my gosh, there are things that are already popping in the garden. It is so exciting. Oh my gosh, and all of these branches and twigs are down from the different storms. We did pick up, oh gosh, before the last storm, we did pick up the different branches and twigs, but the willow just sheds continually. So we've got some things popping through over here. We've got some Siberian iris coming through there, some iris there, some tulip bulbs. My buddleia I'm going to have to cut back because that definitely needs to be cut back. Oh my gosh, and this, my little rose, shrub rose. Oh, that's looking good. I see all kinds of buds popping on that. And of course, more tulip bulbs along here. Here's some lilies. Oh my gosh, and you can hear poor Callie inside. She's feeling very, very left out, but oh well. Over here, we've got some more iris coming through, some lilies there, more tulips here. Now, the plan for this area here, let me come over here. So the fountain is going to be there. I am going to plant probably right here that willow tree that I have in the pot in the back. So all of this grass here is going to come out. I'm going to dig all of this out. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off the corner here of this piece of sidewalk, and I'm going to make a nice graceful curve from here and blend it right into my neighbor's bed and take all of it, excuse me, a little froggy today, all of this grass out, and I will mulch it, and I probably will be rearranging plants, but I'm not going to tackle all that quite yet. But I do want to get the grass out, the willow tree planted, and mulched down, just so it looks tidy and neat. So that's definitely a project. Oh my gosh, the wisteria is looking good. Oh, it's looking good. I can see buds on it. It's gonna be great. So I'm very excited about that. This area over here is definitely gonna be a project this year. My neighbors said that they do not care what I do with this area. So what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave these front grasses to form like a screen from the street. But then the rest of these grasses I'm going to cut down, and also the bamboo back there. And I'm probably going to lay down cardboard and put mulch down. But in here there is iris, and there is some... Oh, here we go, right here. There's some hosta in here. So I'm going to dig that out and rehome that. But I want to just get this all cleared out and put cardboard down and mulch. And I think what I want to do is right here, you'll see my neighbor has a kitchen window there, and I have a kitchen window here. So it doesn't really afford either of us very much privacy from each other's kitchens. So I thought it would be nice, like right midway, right there, to plant a really nice, I'm thinking forsythia. Like I love the yellow of a forsythia. So I'm thinking I might plant a forsythia in there. And then I can use this area back here. Oh, there's some iris starting to pop through over there. Then I can use this area for like compost pile, basically. We can put grass clippings here. It'll be shielded from the street so it won't look unsightly. But we can repurpose our grass clippings and yard waste and stuff like that and start like a little compost pile back here. So that's my thought for this area. Spinning back around here to the street. So then we'll come back out here. This will all be nice. Then moving over here to the other side. So I'm really going to have to figure out what I want to do. I think I want to have some sort of a pathway coming off of there, obviously, but I'm a little bit not sure of how. I would love it all to marry up and be equal with over here, but now these pavers don't make a lot of sense. So I think what I might do is pull all of the plants out from here and this corner in here, and I might redo these pavers and bring the curve, start the curve at this corner and curve it out and have it match here. So it'll be a nice wide paver patio walkway. So then if you spin back around here, I would probably want to repeat something of the same type of thing, starting at this corner here and curving over to the corner of the sidewalk there. So I'm kind of thinking that. So I'll have to be dealing with a little bit of a change in grade here. So a lot of these plants are probably going to come out and get moved down in front here. So this is going to be a big, big project, but it will be super fun. All right, so the hydrangea looks good. Nothing's popping on this yet. It's too early, and I'm not going to cut that back until it does. Oh, I hosed off a mat. Oh my gosh, somebody was sick, and one of my dogs was sick, and it was a mess, so I brought it out here to hose. Then I forgot about it. So I've got to get that in. Got to get these branches picked up, but we do have tulips and daffodils popping in here. So that is really going to be a nice little display for spring color. So I'm excited to have that. Some around here. Oh, look at them. So exciting. So right here, we have an elevation issue. So if you could see, it kind of comes and it drops off. So this all needs to kind of be smoothed out. So we're going to have some soil from up here, dug, and drug over here. So I'm going to be taking out all of this grass here. I'm going to be taking out these pavers here because this all is going to be flower bed in here now. So these pavers are going to come out, and if I come back this way up to where this little paver patio kind of ends here, I'm probably going to be coming off of, on the other side of this wheelbarrow here, I'm coming off of this corner here and starting a paver edging across the top here to come over and meet up with the edge of this bed here that I put in last year. So I'm thinking it's going to pick up here. I'm probably going to actually take a few of these out and have it start like back maybe here and bring the pavers across the top of the yard and then meet up over there. So all of this grass on this hill is going to come out, and we're going to get mulch put in here until I plant it up. So then this all will be a nice big planting bed from the stone stairs all the way across down to there. Spinning around here to the crabapple bed. Oh my goodness, I have to tell you, I have my bird feeders here, and I have always in the past only fed the no mess blend, patio blend, because it makes a mess. It is really expensive, and I have not cared about the price in the past because it was good quality. But honestly, this past year, the quality of that product was not good. It had extra, I don't know what the little white, or kind of like the round circular, let's see, it's like this stuff. These little pieces of round seed that nothing eats. It had a lot of that in it, and so I was not going to pay that price for that kind of feed. So I thought, I'm just going to feed regular bird seed, and of course I have all of this waste. So I have to like sweep this all out of the bed, get rid of it, because you know it does attract like rodents and stuff like that. So I mean it's going to rot down and I don't know, go to seed and make make a mess. I don't know, but I have to get it out of here. And I'm done feeding the birds for the season. I only feed through the winter time. Once spring comes, well, that's not true. I usually do feed through nesting season to help the birds out, but I am not going to put that junky bird seed back in here. I don't even know what I'm going to do with it because I have a whole can of it. So I don't know. I have to figure that out. But anyway, that's got to get cleaned up because that's a big old mess. But over here, our hydrangeas are, again, they look fine. Can't wait till they start budding out. I got my heucheras in here. I'm going to have to, you know, clean those up and get those cleared out. The fountain here has to get cleared out and cleaned. But we're not quite to that point yet. Every year I go back and forth about this this lilac. Oh my gosh, every year I'm like, oh, it's such a mess, I'm just gonna get rid of it. So I was definitely gonna do that, but then I thought, oh, I'm gonna let it bloom another year. So I'm gonna let it bloom again this year, and then after it blooms, I'm gonna cut this way back, probably all the way down to here, and that's gonna force more new growth on the bottom, so it's more bushy. And you know, I'm gonna really treat it with systemic drench and see if we can, you know, prevent the powdery mildew and all that kind of stuff. So we'll see how it goes. But oh gosh, I every year I say I'm pulling that thing out, and then it's like, oh, but I'll let it bloom one more time and we'll see if we can make it work. So that's the story again this year. All right, we got some lilies and some iris blooming here. Oh, and look at. We got sedum growth down in here. Oh, that's so exciting. I hadn't seen that. So I got to get out here and clean up my sedum. Oh, but they're all looking so good. They're all blooming so nice. I think this is going to be just the best spot for them because it's much more sunny here, as you can see. And I've got to cut back my nepeta here. But we got some lilies and some iris growing back here. Ah, so exciting. All right, well, let's go into the backyard and see what's happening back in here. There we go, a little sticky. All right, so nothing really happening here, but once you move over this way a little bit, some of the lilies are starting to pop and the iris. And it looks like this is where the daisies were. So now this area right here, right under this, right here is where I want to put that white fountain. So I got to get that in here pretty soon before stuff starts growing. And then over here, we've got the peonies are going to start coming. Oh, they are. Look at. I hadn't seen. Oh my gosh, but look at. Oh, looky. That's so exciting. These peonies always look so beautiful. Looking forward to those. Then the iris, of course, in the front. So that's exciting. And then this is the new bed over here, which I transplanted everything over there in the fall, and it looks like stuff is starting to come through. Oh, and before I leave this area, look at my Easter lilies. Every year I put them out here and they're coming back, and that's last year's Easter lily, and that's coming up. Oh, that's so exciting to see that. Looking good. So over here I have something starting to come right here. That's, oh gosh, what is that? What did I put there? Is it Siberian? I don't think that's Siberian iris. I can't remember what I put there, but we will see. And let's see over here. We've got, oh my goodness. We've got we've got tulips and daffodils. Look at these little poor things. They get like a little frostbite. But beautiful tulips. All kinds of bulbs I threw in here. An iris there. And then finally, the last thing that I want to show you that's coming up is my Globemaster Alliums. Now, I had planted 10 bulbs in here that were in the front, and it looks like they all took. And it looks like they not only took, but they also multiplied, because we've got a lot of them coming up. I cannot wait to see these Globemaster Alliums. Oh my goodness, and you hear Callie and Gypsy barking at me. And there, of course, is my Willow in the pot. And I did groom this up a couple weeks ago, because I wanted to clear out any of the branches inside that are rubbing on each other, although I do see one right here that's rubbing. See how this is rubbing against that? I'm probably, this is a tough one, because I really don't want to sacrifice it. What I might do is I might get a kind of a splint type of a thing to separate these so that they don't rub. So I don't know. Maybe I could pull it this way. Maybe what I could do is kind of train this one to grow out this way a little bit more by tying it to this base of this, because I think that's what I want to do, because it'll give this a better shape. So I think instead of cutting this so it doesn't rub, I'm going to train it over this way so it gives this, I mean, really, I'm growing this more of a shrub because it's 3. Actually, it's 4. This I think is part of that one, but it's 1, 2, 3, 4 of different, plants together. So I'm kind of growing it as a shrub type of a form. But look at, it's all budded up, and look. Oh my gosh, look at that. Oh, that is super exciting. Leaves, we've got leaves, we got leaves. So that is my willow. All right, guys, so that is the early spring tour and start of my to-do list. So it's gonna be pretty long, but I love having projects, you know that. So anyway, if you guys enjoyed this, if you would do me a favor, hit the thumbs up button to let YouTube know that you like my videos. And what that does is that lets other gardeners on YouTube know about my channel, and it helps my channel grow. So I would really appreciate it if you would just down below this video hit the thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, if you wouldn't mind subscribing, that would really help my channel grow as well. And when I say subscribe, sometimes people think that there's money involved. There is not any money involved with subscribing. All you have to do is have an email in order to set up a YouTube account, and then you can hit subscribe, and that just delivers to you anytime you know, I put out new videos and things like that. And you do like the little notification bell too. It'll give you a notification that I have a new video out. But it just helps my channel a lot. It does not cost you a dime. I'm not going to email you. No one will email you. You know, you won't be harassed or anything like that. But it would really help my channel. So if you could do a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you get notified of when I put out a new video, I'd really appreciate that. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great day. I hope you enjoyed this video. Talk to you soon. Bye.